We witnessed some of the very best the Emirates FA Cup has to offer in the fourth round. Leyton Orient coming so close. Manchester United riding their luck, and Plymouth creating history. 8 round 5 ties to come, and conducting the draw, your host, Kelly Summers.
Well, hello and welcome to BBC Broadcasting House in London, where we are on the set of The One Show to bring you the draw for the 5th round of the Emirates FA Cup. Now, there are 8 ties to be drawn as the competition reaches the last 16 stage. And to make the draw, I am joined by 2 former England internationals who have both enjoyed plenty of FA Cup success. Now, before she became a very accomplished television presenter, Alex Scott was a flying fullback. She won 140 caps for the Lionesses and was a vital part of the Arsenal defence across 3 separate spells. In all, she won 23, what a staggering number, of major trophies with the Gunners, including 7 FA Cups. Lots of happy memories there. And Theo Walcott made his Southampton debut aged just 16. He was a baby and had such a big impact that within a matter of months he had joined Arsenal in a multi-million-pound deal and became England's youngest ever senior player. Now, during his 12-year stay at the Emirates, Theo helped the club to 3 FA Cup triumphs. I think he enjoyed it. Theo, so much seemed to happen to you at such an early stage. Did it feel like you were kind of living your life in fast forward at that point?
Yeah, I had to grow up very fast, the way I played, to be honest. Yeah, it was just quite an unreal moment for me, but you know, I lived a lot of boys' dreams, I really did. You
did indeed, and I imagine one of those dreams was scoring in the FA Cup final. What a memory.
It was, and as well, I've never done this. I've always wanted to do this, so look.
Well, the draw, you mean?
At the draw.
I was trying to bring up the highlights of scoring goals.
This matches
never mind winning the FA Cup, this is even bigger. Alex, just a 7.
Just 7, Kel.
Not too many, not too many. You've, of course, been covering the FA Cup this weekend. What were your kind of stand-up memories? Because it was a brilliant weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was down doing the Leyton Orient Manchester City game, and just the goal from Jamie Donnelly. I mean, just over the halfway line, what an absolute peach. Micah Richards had his hands in his head at that moment thinking, no, is it going to be an upset? But no, it was a great game.
What a memory. That is what is so magical about the FA Cup, isn't it? All of those brilliant memories. OK, well, also joining us this evening via Zoom, we have got several people with a vested interest in what is about to unfold. Let's say hello to them then. We've got Millwall superfan Charlie and his mum Holly. From all the way in Cardiff, we've got Natalie, Morgan, Sienna and Cameron. 3 generations of Wolves fans watching together, and 2 families of Crystal Palace supporters who are hoping that they are going to be able to win tonight to get into the 5th round draw officially. I love how it just brings families together. And by the way, these guys were waving and saying hello then. OK, well then, just before we get going, here is some of the ball numbers for you to look out for. Number 1, holders Manchester United. Number 3, Brighton, who knocked out Chelsea on Saturday night. Number 5, Exeter City on Nottingham Forest. Those 2 meet in Devon tomorrow night. Newcastle and number 9, of course, they're already through to 1 Wembley final. Plymouth Argyle and number 10. Wow, what a weekend for them. They beat Liverpool yesterday in a huge shock. Number 12, 7 times winners Aston Villa. Champions Manchester City are number 14. 15 are Doncaster Rovers, the lowest ranked side remaining, or Crystal Palace. That game is kicking off very soon. So, without further ado, let's get this draw going, guys. Theo, everyone's going to want you to draw their name out because you're going to draw the home side. Alex is going to pull out the away teams, but her first job of the evening is to ensure that every ball is out.
Right.
Are they all out?
I hope so. There we go.
Theo, if you could give them a
first
swirl.
job done.
Perfect. Let's go with the first ball then.
Number 4.
Number 4, a home tie for Championship side Preston North End.
Number 13.
Number 13 are Burnley. Oh, that is a big local derby and all Championship affair as well.
Number 12.
Aston Villa beat Spurs on Sunday. 8th in the Premier League.
Number 16.
And it will be Cardiff City making the journey to the Midlands.
Oh, there was a cheer.
They're happy about that. Some happy Bluebirds fans there.
15.
Number 15 are Doncaster Rover or Crystal Palace. You're going to be at home if you make it through, Palace fans.
OK, number 2.
And you're going to be facing Millwall. Wow, 14th in the Championship, Doncaster or Crystal Palace against Millwall. And they're happy about that. This is good, we've got happy fans so far.
Number 1.
Oof. Of course, holders Manchester United, a home tie for Ruben Amorim's side.
Okay, up against number 8.
Fulham, Marco Silva's Fulham, travelling to Old Trafford, reached their only FA Cup final 50 years ago.
Number 9. There you go, Al.
A home tie for Newcastle United. A certain Alan Shearer might have been in touch with
I already
Alex
got a
Scott
message
today.
earlier. Oh, gosh. Who we got?
I'll be happy with that.
Number 3.
Will he be happy with the fact they're facing Brighton at home? Fabian Hertzler's side travelling to the northeast.
Very good. Number 11.
Home tie for Andoni Iraola's Bournemouth, high-flying Bournemouth, 7th in the Premier League.
Number 7.
And they will be taking on Wolverhampton Wanderers. How do the Wolves fans feel about that? Well, they're happy with that. An all-Premier League affair. That is also a Premier League game on the 22nd of February.
Number 14.
Number 14 are Manchester City. They survived a big scare, didn't they, against Leyton Orient at the weekend.
Number 10.
And it will be Plymouth Argyle. What a reward for facing Liverpool. Can they do 2 giant killings? Manchester City versus Plymouth Argyle.
Number 5.
Number 5, Exeter City or Nottingham Forest. If they win, they will have a home tie to look forward to.
Number 6.
And the last ball should be Ipswich Town.
Oh, you scared me.
I was scared you then. Exeter or Nottingham Forest against Ipswich. Perfectly done. Do not worry. That does conclude the draw for the FA Cup 5th round. Thanks to Alex and Theo. Sorry for scaring you there. It was expertly done. Those ties will be played across the first weekend of March.
Well, let's recap that 5th round draw for you. An all Lancashire affair, first of all. Preston, twice FA Cup winners. The last back in 1938. Beat Wickham, of course, at the weekend. We'll take on a Burnley side that got the better of Southampton, a Premier League team, of course, on Saturday. Twice runners-up and winners way back in 1914. Doncaster, Aston Villa rather, will take on Cardiff. Villa winners back in 1957, beat Spurs, of course, at the weekend. We'll take on a Cardiff side who made it through to the 5th round and were runners-up, of course, back in 2008. Doncaster or Crystal Palace? Well, they face off tonight, of course. Doncaster, the lowest-ranked side, still left in the competition. Palace runners-up in 2016 will take on a Millwall team who were runners-up in the FA Cup in 2004. Manchester United are the cup holders, of course. They beat Manchester City in the final last season. 13-time winners. They've got a home draw against Fulham, who were runners-up back in 1975. Newcastle through to the League Cup final, of course. Could it be a cup double for Eddie Howe's side? They take on Brighton, most recent runners-up back in 1983. Bournemouth have only ever been to the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. Twice they take on Wolves, who were last winners back in 1960. Manchester City beaten in the final, of course, last season. 7-time winners, just about getting the better of Leyton Orient at the weekend. Will take on Plymouth Argyle, who were very much the story of the 4th round. They beat Liverpool, of course. They were last in the quarter-final in the 2006-2007 season. They made the semi-finals in the early 80s. They've already beaten 2 Premier League sides. Can they get the better of Manchester City? That would be some story. And finally, Exeter and Nottingham Forest. Well, they will do battle, of course, tomorrow. Nottingham Forest, the highest-ranked team, still left in the competition. The only top 4 team currently left in the FA Cup. And one of those 2 sides will take on Ipswich, of course, winners back in 1978. And that was the draw for the 5th round of the Emirates FA Cup. Ties to be played across the weekends of the 1st and the 2nd of March. Bye for now.